Buna buga. Sleep we don't get out free. Yes, please. Julius has joined. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe we shift from here. This the working no man. Okay, now everything.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Please confirm if you can hear me. You can just send it as a chat in the chat box. Please, nobody should unmute their mic. Please just confirm if you can hear me. So just type it on the chat box to confirm if you can hear me. Okay. Okay. All right. You cannot hear me. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. So you're welcome to uh first edition of our trainings for this year. Yeah, you're welcome. Can see okay, about 36 people have joined. So, okay, we are hoping the others will join because we're about 100 registrants, about 100 and something, and about 92 or 94 on the group. So I expect at least 50 to have joined by now so we can start. However, we're not going to waste people's time just because of some people who are yet to join us. All right, so we'll be starting the training very soon. Our trainer is already here, and yes, okay, all right. Oh, but the audio is breaking. Wow, really? It's breaking. Is it still breaking? Please confirm if it's better now. Is it still breaking? Wow, it's breaking. Okay. Different people are saying I can hear, I can hear you, I can hear you. It's two people are saying it's breaking. So I want to know if the breaking is from my side or from the other side. Okay, it's better now. Okay, it's better now. Okay, I can hear you on my side. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, so you are very much welcome once again to our Canva training. And yes, so just to give us a brief overview of the organization organizing this, that's the Foundation Builders Network. And we gave you a welcome message on the Foundation Builders Network group where we wanted you to just know what it's about. And yeah, so just about the holistic development of every youth, your spiritual, your career skill, building you in every aspect, career wise, leadership, in soft skills, and yeah, the spiritual aspect and everything. So yeah, we have an arm that is called the academy arm, and so this comes under the academy arm, which is in charge of everything or anything related to trainings and the likes. All right, so the academy arm is the one organizing this particular training, but don't worry, it doesn't stop here. We'll continue. We intend to make it even more regular from now, so we may have another set of training again next month. Something else can come up in July, something else can come up in August. So that was why we ensure that everyone who registered joins the general group, so that even after the Canva training, you can easily get information as to our subsequent trainings and programs. All right, one more time, you're welcome. All right, let's just kickstart to avoid delaying everybody. However, I'm just going to like give you like okay, on the Canva group, you've been given the rules and regulation. You know, the group was even closed till this morning to avoid um somebody missing the information. You know, sometimes when different people begin to post chats, someone joining newly, we may not see the information that has been posted by the admins before then. But yeah, but thankfully everyone has also even been very much cooperative. All right, like we mentioned to you, there's going to be assignments. It's going to be like practical. So expect an assignment even today. You're going to be giving assignment. You're going to just ensure you give this your best attention. You give it your all. It's just 1 week, so you could just make that sacrifice to learn all that you need to learn this week, because you have no idea what this particular skill can actually, the doors it can open for you. It may just look like something simple, but you don't know the opportunity that may arise, and it may just be this skill that will open that door for you. So I congratulate you all for being part of this. And as I informed you, there's going to be certificates, but only to those who are punctual and active. You have to submit your assignments, you have to be punctual to the classes, and just give it your best. It's just 1 week, and just give it your best. I mentioned, you have no idea the doors that may be open for you as a result of this training. All right, now quickly, let's just go ahead to our class. Yeah, so there's an announcement on the chat room. So please quickly do that. I don't know if everyone has seen it. All right. So we are taking an attendance now to know those who are current. Because some people could also join and drop their phone. So we don't want people that will just join and drop their phone. You're not learning anything that way. So we are taking attendance now. So everyone, please just go on the chat and go to the chat room right now to take your attendance. So type your name. All right, as we now welcome our trainer. Her name is Praise, and she's going to be the one training us. We have two trainers for this week, but she's going to be our main trainer, and she's going to be starting the training for us. So let's welcome Praise. So please, Praise, you have the floor. Please take over. Yeah.
Hi, can we hear me? Good evening, everybody. If you can hear me, just confirm, please.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
All right, thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. As introduced, my name is Queen. We're taking our class for this week, myself and my co-facilitator. Yes. So I just like that we just ease into this class and just be all relaxed. Nothing to like that. We're all still learning one way or the other, but we are more than ready to hold hands together as we go through this journey together. Right. So I just like that we approach the class with open mind, basically, and willingness to try new things. We don't need to come in with so much experience, right? I was opportunity to learn this during COVID year, and I got to have, I think it was a 2 or 3 days training and by God's grace, I've been enjoying the benefits of that from that time, right? I said that to say that this might just feel like, okay, it's just 1 week. Then how do we go about, navigating the whole site, navigating the whole application after this 1 week? But really, it's just to understand the basics and just, allow yourself grow through and, till you master the whole regimen, basically. So yeah, let's just come with an open mind, let's be engaged in this class, right? So we doesn't just feel like I'm just, pouring water, and there's no ball somewhere receiving it, right? So let's, engage ourselves. Let's be fully committed to this class, right? Active participation, right? Yeah, like the convener mentioned, we're going to be having assignments, daily assignments. Even today, we're going to be having assignments. But today, what we're just going to do today is to, be to familiarize ourselves with Canva as an application, a website, as it were, right? That's just what we're going to do today, and then subsequently we are going to delve into other practicals, right? So that will be the basis of our class today. Yes, you can ask questions either on the chat box. You might need to call my attention to it by raising a hand, so I know to check, or just give you grounds to speak if you do have questions that any question is welcome, right? You might think it's not a big question, but then it could help somebody else and not just you. So if you have questions, you can throw it to me, you can throw it to us, basically, and then we'll answer them. Yeah, so basically I'll just say let's have fun for the next few days, for the hour that we're going to be spending together for the next few days. And yeah, let's get right into it. So let me share my screen. A second, please. All right, can we see my screen? Can anyone confirm that it's in my screen?
Yes, ma, we can see it.
All right.
At least
Yes.
from my side.
Yes, ma'am, we can see it.
Thank you so much. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to create an account, because we can't do anything basically without creating an account. So we all have a platform to work with. So let's do that first. So usually I like to work more with the website than the application, because the website tends to be open to more features than the app. So I gave up on using the app a long time ago. Okay, let me just do a makeshift, like I'm making a fresh account. Can we still see my screen?
Ma.
You can?
Yes, of
Yes.
course, we can. I can.
Okay. So I'm trying to see if I can make a fresh account as opposed to this. But basically, just the same way of opening an account with anything. Just go on Google, type in canva.com, create account, and yes, we get to that point. And then this is our home page, basically. Normally I have 2 accounts on this, but I decided to use this personal free account. So this is the one everybody gets access to, as opposed to my other same account that has more features. So yeah, that's more realistic, right? Okay, so today I would like that we work with a template just for today, and the purpose of that would be for us to familiarize ourselves with the tools that we are that are available to us basically. The tools available to us Canva before we start creating from scratch, starting for. So let me just see something that we can, work with today. Let's see. Okay, let's do like social media. Let's do like a word post. Mm. Usually, yeah, we could just come in and type anything. Let's say we want a Instagram post. Let's do Facebook post. Yeah, like a quote post. Let's do something like this. We can now still see this, right?
Yes, ma.
Okay. Again, the sole purpose of this is just for us to familiarize ourselves with the tools that we have access to. So from tomorrow, we'll build from scratch. So let's work with this. So let's say, for instance, yeah, we have social media accounts, and you want to put a quote the way people do these days, and then maybe put a picture or not put a picture. This is something really basic, and I like that we chose this. So let's see. Let's say, for instance, we wanted to give me a quote. Let's say something, a scripture. Let's say John 3:16. Okay, let me walk us through that again. Apologies. Yeah, basically, so we are double clicking on this to edit this word test.
Hello, Praise. What's going on? Can everybody hear her?
I thought I was having network issues.
Not
I
at
reload the
all.
page and it's not working.
I guess it's a network. Let's see.
I think she's out. Let's just wait.
That would be a network. Right, so please let's just give us some time. We know sometimes we really can't predict network, but please let's just be patient and give us some time to join us.
No worry, ma. We understand.
Let's spirit. Yeah, I think she's back. I was actually even about to. Um, all right, so Praise, you're back, right? Please confirm if you can hear us now. If you are now fully here, please
Okay.
confirm.
Yes, I
Okay,
can
all
hear
right.
you. Yeah, apologies, guys. My network went off, so I had to change systems and network basically. But yeah, I'm back.
We understand.
Thank you so much. Let me share screen on this. Just a second, please. Sure. Baby, is it Chrome? Is it Chrome or is it? All right, can we see my screen now?
Yes, ma.
Hello.
Now it's back.
Yeah, of
All
course.
right,
I
thank
can.
you so much. Thank you. Gracias. All right. What was I doing earlier? Okay. Let me just start from beginning. Let's create something. Okay, so I said Facebook word posts. Where's the Facebook posts? Should we do let's do square? Okay. Yeah. So I was telling us how that for any of our social media platforms, we could, work on a word post from this. I don't have the same templates as was exactly available on the other system, my own personal account. But on this, we can just go through and look for, something simple that we can just, work on together. That's why I'm starting with a word post before we go to the, bigger one. So let's see if we can work with this, or I don't know. Let me check for something much more easier, as it were, because this is just the first class. And like I said, this is just for us to get familiar with the ins and outs of Canva. Yeah, before we go to creating from the scratch. So I think I'm fine with this though. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, I said let's say we are going to post maybe a scripture or a quote from someone somewhere. So what we basically did here is just double click on this and put in our word text. So I said we were going with John 3:16, right? So let's do that again for God so loved the world that only begotten Son. Okay, let me make it longer so we can also go through the expanding and reducing to fit into the frame. So Son, that whosoever believes in him will not perish, have everlasting life. Okay, so as we can see, this has gone beyond what seems to be available within our frame, right? So we're going to do, I just basically going to pull it forward, come to this sideline we have here, and just pull out enough to fit into our frame. And if right now we still see that, okay, yes, it doesn't fit into the frame, we come to the side and reduce it. Then one of the beautiful things about Canva and a lot of design websites is that they help us, to align whatever we are putting on, whatever we are creating. They help with alignment to fit into the frame in a way that it does not look off in the eyes. So with this is obviously not in the middle of the frame, so it looks off in the eyes. So we can just drag to the point that we see, yes, we can see a line in the middle, right? We can all see that, right?
Yes, ma.
You can see it, okay. So we just drag it also. So you see that this is in the middle. Is this horizontal or vertical now? I think this is horizontally. So we just also drag it down in a way that it fits vertically and it fits into the frame. Right. So I think this is perfect this way. Then we can edit this by just double clicking, it highlights it. Then let's put in the scripture verse. So if this were a quote from someone, let's say maybe Funke Felix Adejumo said something, or Ibukun Awoshika said something, or anyone, a mentor, whoever, or whoever said something, or maybe you work in media in church, or we are in a meeting or something, and you just want to put a quote that, okay, somebody said this, then you could also do this. Put the quote as the word, then put the person's name here. So maybe Abraham Lincoln or something. Then usually we just put, the person's picture, just for it to show that, okay, this person said this. So let's play around a little. Let's see. Let's change this picture. Let's say, for instance, we don't want this. You can delete image. Um, we have available elements. So let's come to elements here. Under elements, we can look for, let's say, since it's a scripture, let's say we are looking for a picture of the Bible. Then we search. Sorry, network is not at its best this night. Okay. She's loading. Yeah, so let's see. Let's do photos instead. Yeah, so all of these ones that have crowns, they come with the pro version of Canva. So if you are willing to pay for a lot more of the features, you can always click on pro, and then they give you the terms, and you pick whatever payment option best suits you, basically. So we just come to the ones that don't have all of these crowns. Anything that does not have these crowns means they are free for you to use. So let's just pick one that is free for us to use. So we can crop it the points that it fits into, it best suits into our frame. It's going to show us better on the concept of frame, let's say by tomorrow. So let's just drag it in. You drag it to the point at which the frame earlier was showing, it fits into that, and then we just have it here. Let's say, for instance, it's not the Bible we want to use. We want to use maybe somebody's face. Is the old concept we use also. So let's just say you know what? Let's try. They have, yes. Let's see cross. I think I like this one, so we can use this and just drag into the frame, and it just sits nicely in the frame. But then if we look at this, with this blue color we have here, it does not exactly suit this green. I don't know, just to me, it feels like the old color blend, the color theory in here is not exactly working so well for me. So we can, edit the color in a way that it fits. We are not in a way that we are not looking like we don't know what we are doing basically. So we also have to be conscious of our color choices in a way that the colors we use on our edits and our posts, basically our creations, they complement each other, right? So we need to get familiar with color theories. So this is looking more like sky blue, family of blue. And one of the beautiful things about Canva is when you put an image, it shows you, it kind of extracts the colors from that photo in a way that you can now use any one of those extracts to create a blend on your post. So just confirm to me that we can see this color, these photo colors.
We can.
Yes, ma'am.
And all right, so let's
Is it
just see.
possible, ma, to do a quick run so that we know how you got to this place in the first place? We lost it when the internet was wavering,
Okay, all right, no
so we don't
problem.
know how you got here.
Okay, no problem then. I think I started from first selecting a template of choice from all of this. So I just selected one, which any one of us can just, do. Come to design, or in the home page, you can go to templates, look for word posts. Many times it comes with, the reason why I search for Facebook posts is many times all of these quote posts are more under the Facebook quotes, right, on Canva. So does not mean you cannot upload on Instagram or Twitter or any other social platform or WhatsApp as you would like. We just have more of that under the Facebook post elements templates. Yeah, so we just check on that design for that. And yes, we have options. So I selected this particular design from this as a template. And I mentioned earlier that anything that does not have anything that has this crown sign means it's not available to you to use under the free version. This is the free version of Canva. So the ones that don't carry the crowns are the ones that are available for you to use. So you could select this, you could select this, any one of these options that's been given here or on the home page for you to use for free, right? Yes. So we came here, we double clicked. You know what? Let me add page and just do something else from scratch, and then we can work on both. So let's see. Let's say that I selected this one. Um, to change the word, just double click and then type in anything you want, and just put it there, and you're able to edit the words that naturally come with the free template, right, to your choice. So you can just put it maybe press said press 6, right? Yeah, you can also have the option of changing the font. If you don't like the font that comes with the free templates, you can double click also, or just, even if you don't double click, just select it. It gives you a number of things to choose here. Select the font here, and pick whatever font you like, and it changes it for you. Right, so we can do that, right? So I think that answers the question of the words I have here, and this also, but I think that does not answer the one for this. So for this, what I did was, let me do it all over again. Let me delete the image. I came to elements. I searched for Jesus's cross, and that's because your image here is supposed to somewhat have a representation of the quotes, whatever words has been put down came from. So I mentioned earlier that if you were to maybe doing a documentary on someone, maybe you are working in media and you want to say, okay, someone said so, so, and so. You put the quotes the person said, the name of the person that said, and yeah, what would likely come here is the picture of whoever said, right? So since this is a biblical quote, we went for a cross, right? So I selected the cross. I selected the cross from on here. It came on this page, and I just dragged it into the frame here, right? So then I mentioned that the colors on this cross does not exactly go with the color that naturally comes with this template page. It's kind of in contrast and it's not exactly visually pleasing. So we can come here and edit the color in a way that it suits the image we have chosen to use for this design. Are we up to speed that way?
Yeah, I catch on that.
All right, thank you so much. So we can just select this. Let me go back. Select on the color you want to change. It brings you this dropout. You select the color. Now, I was saying that one of the beautiful things about Canva is that when you use a picture, it extracts the colors from the picture in a way that you could reuse those colors to then suit your the brand identity of the design you are going for, basically. So because we already have these colors extracted, we can easily pick a color from on here, or we could pick from either one of these colors or gradients available to us to use, right? So I think right now I want to see what the colors from this would look like in a way that it has more chances of fitting into the color theme. And to be honest, even leaving it as taking this out, taking that one out, and even this one out, in a way, this is still a good image to work with. But for the purpose of this class, let's just maintain what we have, and then tomorrow we explore more. So let me use this color. Let's see which suits better.
I think the last one is more appealing.
This one I just picked, right?
Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah, I think so. Does anyone have a different thought to that?
I I think this one is look darker.
Looks darker. Okay. Would you prefer
Yeah.
we use something lighter?
No, I'll
Yes,
prefer the
please.
last one. The last one is okay. The darker color from my own view.
Okay.
It's
Anyone else?
complementary because the middle background is light, so let's something else
Yes.
I'll balance the top.
All right. Thank you. Does anyone have a different opinion that we could also explore?
Hello, you can leave the
Said,
color like that. It's just
okay.
only to know how we can change the color. I
Yeah.
think it's okay like that.
All right. Thank you so much.
I also share the same view. It's better.
Okay. Thank you so much for engaging. So even from your preset templates, it's not compulsory you use everything that comes with the templates. You can take things out and just look at, does it look better without that attribute of the design, or you'd like to retain it in the design. If you feel like it looks better without one element or the other, then you can take it out. For instance, we can choose to delete this. Let me delete frame, and we'll be like, okay, this still works for what I'm going for. I don't want too much complication. Let me just leave it as this and just upload it. This still works. Or you can choose to leave it in. So what I just did is I undid what I did, basically. So yes, you have the option of taking out and bringing back in, but just make sure that with whatever you're doing, everything is aligning, and that's what Canva also seeks to help out with. So in all of my movement is letting me know what works and what does not work. Like for instance, now it's telling me that the measurement between the image and the word at the bottom is about, I think, 10 inches or so, and that would most likely work better. So I can choose to leave it like this if I want to, or again take this one out if I don't want it. any one of these elements could be removed or could be left behind to work with. So there's another thing that I think I would like to just touch on today before we expand into our classes tomorrow. So there's the thing about sometimes when you go into working on other elements of the design, you could tend to unknowingly shift something, and then you need to start learning how to balance them back. So many times we tend to lock. So you just click on the image and lock it in. That's for items you don't want to move anymore. However, if you see that, okay, yes, I still need to adjust this, you can just click on it and unlock it. So the benefit of this is that if I'm bringing anything, okay, let me just do right now it is unlocked. Let's play a little. Let's say I select something. Let's say I select an image. If I carry this image, if I carry this image and I play around, the image will change, right? Because the frame is thinking that I want to change the picture in the frame, right? It has kind of tampered with it. But the benefit of locking your either image or a word or a shape or anything that you've put on your design is that whatever you are bringing that you are playing around with is not going anywhere. Why? Because you've already logged it in. So the system knows that whatever you are doing, this one that I have logged in is not going anywhere. So you can then, play around and be sure that nothing is moving. Like for instance, now with this one here, when I was going to move it, I mistakenly moved. I've selected this, but in my movement, I mistakenly moved this. If this particular word was locked, whether I come here to attempt to carry it, it will not go anywhere with me. Why? Because it's already locked. So as I'm trying to, explore creativity, I'm sure that I'm not tampering with something I've already dropped on the design. Unless I then decide, okay, I think I would want to shift it, then I can then pick it and unlock it. So far, do we get that?
Yes, what
Yes.
did you unlock it? Where did you lock it again? Sorry.
So
Yes.
I just click on whatever it is, whether the word, lock it up.
Oh, okay.
Click on the image. Right now it is locked. You can just unlock it if you choose to move it. But let's say I've locked it. If I've locked it, whether I move every other thing, this one is not going anywhere. So I can be sure that nothing is tampering with my design. Unless I decide to come here and say, okay, I need to make a change, then I unlock. That way I can move. Do we get that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So let's lock this one for now. Since we know we are not using it, let's delete this one. Let's lock every other thing in. Yes, this one so they can be moved as much as we want to. Just make sure that when we are dropping it back, we are aligning it. Yeah. And if we are uncertain of the movement, if we are not sure of it being in the middle, we can come to position and let me do that again. I think that was rushed. You can select the item, come to position, and ask it to keep it in the center for you. That way you are sure that okay, yes, even if your eye thought it was in the center, the system has made sure that this is back in the center. So your design is aligned basically. So let me do that again. Let's say this is shifted and I'm like, I'm trying to get the middle. I'm not getting the middle. I'm not so sure where it is. Click on the item, click on position and ask it to put it in the center it for you. So right now we brought it to the center of this. Let me take it down a bit. Let's say this. Now position, keep it in the center for me. Now your image, graphic, whatever it is, has been placed in the center. So let's just lock in every other one of our designs. Everything is under lock and key. So I think right now we are good to go. So okay, let me touch one thing that might help as we are doing every other thing. So let's say for instance we are cool with this color, but we think okay, maybe I need this to just be a tad bit lighter than this, not as light as these other colors, but maybe I want it to just be a little bit lighter. you see this matte kind of design on the drop down. It comes with transparency, so you can lighten it a bit as much as you want, or you leave it as dark as you want. So you can decide to leave it a little bit lighter. It was 76. Okay, so we'll just come here and replicate this, make it 76 also. Did we get that?
Yes, thank you.
You're
Yes, ma'am.
welcome. So the color has kind of blended more, even more with the image we have here. And if you feel like, okay, yes, I'm fine with the dark one, I think I was very fine with the dark one. Dark one was better. You can always bring it back and adjust as you please. Again, if it was under lock, if you like, press it as much as you can. It will even give you the drop down, because the only thing to tell you to do is, if you want to do anything with this O, you have to unlock it. And if you are fine with it, lock it back. Yeah. So I think this is all we are going to be doing today. So let me see. In case this is the kind of design we want to pick this image from here. Let's see. Daily motivation. You can add and you can remove to ready-made graphics. Now, let's do photos. Motivation. Let's look for something free we can use. Okay. So let's use this one. We can stretch, and stretch. So we've changed the image that came with it. We can also delete even the image that came with it. So we can stretch this. So
Sorry,
let's say we want, yes.
sorry, ma. What if we are stretching the image and it doesn't look good?
If it doesn't look good, then you might want to consider other image options that fits more. So
Can
usually with this, even if
images be imported? Can I
yes,
import
you can.
image?
Yes,
Okay.
we can import image. I was thinking we'd go into that tomorrow, but you know what? Let's just quickly touch on that for the benefit of our assignments, so that if we choose to import image, then we can also explore that in our assignments. So you can come to Google, maybe on your photos or anything. We have stock images. We have free stock images that we can use. You can still see my screen, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so we have Shutterstock, we have Pexels, we have a lot of free stock images basically. Let's use this. Let's see. Let's take for motivation. Yeah, so can pick anyone. Let's just stick with this first one. Sorry, my network is really slow this night. Okay, this one has copyright on it. It has Shutterstock on it. Let's look for one that we can use. So what you want to do is look for an image that does not have not have a copy basically. So let's see. Okay, this one also has. Okay, let's go to pixels instead then. I'm with you. So while this is loading, basically you come here.
Please, I cannot see you. What?
You can't see my screen.
What you are doing?
Okay,
The last, it was the
We
last
can
one you did.
see everything, but we
Last
can't
one
see
you
the
did.
movement.
The last one you did is still the one I'm
Let's see.
seeing.
Okay, what she's saying, you can only see your canvas screen, but where you are right now, the images, you can't see it. Yeah.
The canvas screen, is she not doing something on the canvas screen?
Because when you said you were picking the pixel and all that, now we can see.
We can see now. Thank you.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so basically I just came to Google, search for free stock free images, and it gave me a number of websites. So I picked one of them. This one is pixels.com. So the website just opened and just search for like an image I'm looking for. So I was going with motivation. Let me use this. Let me save image. Let me save it as motivation. Save. The site, look for, search for the set of the image I'm looking for. I searched for motivation, picked one that could go with it. You can go through the website for longer to search one that best suits what you want. Download the image, save it on your device, either phone or on the system. By the way, all of these things you can do them on the phone, because up until I think last year, that was when I started using it's all the while I've been using my phone for every of my Canva designs, right? So all of this we can also do. So yeah, Canva. So we've already saved the image we want to use. Then we come to uploads. Click on uploads. Is also on this tab where we have design elements text, right? Click on uploads. You come to upload file. Now we save on our desktop, right? As motivation. You open. So it then loads into the Canva system and then select on the image. So this can go. Can delete this previous one and maintain this one, put it into our page, right? So we can, so let me do what I did now. I double clicked on the image. It showed me a bit, so I can adjust it in a way that this sits in the middle of the design, then take it away. So we know we have the color of the may not work well because of the kind of image. That's okay.
Ma,
The screen has get off.
up. We can't see your screen. Okay, please speak loud.
Sorry, Ma, we can't see your screen anymore.
I think your internet is failing because we can't see the
Then
screen.
time is 1 hour already.
Fundamental
Okay.
this class because this is what
Time
we are
out.
working
Maybe it's time out.
All right, then should we leave the call or how?
Or
Yes, please.
re-enter. Should we re-enter?
So yes, we were already done with the class, but I want asked to know how to.
Maybe she will send the assignment on the
So
platform.
we can
Maybe she will send the assignment on the platform.
That would be the best way.
I think people that are ready to continue with the class should, because almost 30 minutes was wasted and we didn't learn anything. So if you can't continue, you can just log out, then later you join.
I mean, you can get the recording anyway later. She's sleeping. I'll soon be through. I have a minute to write.
All right, it seems our network is already messing up again. But she was already rounding up. What she was doing was that quotation. She was just doing a very simple design, but she was trying to respond to the question about what if I do, what is the design? I know somebody asked about if
importing
design the
a
person desires is not out of those elements. Okay, she's back. And so she was trying to teach how to also import, even though that was not part of the plan for today, but she was trying to teach how to import a new design from this thing. That was what made the class get extended. However, like was stated, anything can happen and the class may get extended. So we should always prepare our mind for that because we are all here to learn. And so it will be very proper for us to just calm down and just instead of reminding everybody that it's time out, it's really summer. Okay, so I think Praise is back. So I'll just hand over back to her. Okay, I think our network is still messing up. All right. But okay, she's going to. I think what she will do will be if there's any other.
Um,
Okay.
thank you. So I was saying that our assignment today is quite simple.
No, we can't hear at all.
But
Can't hear you.
to
We
create
can't hear you.
an account
We cannot hear you.
Miss Praise, we can't hear you. Your line is breaking.
we're going to
All right. What she was saying before our line started breaking was talking about our assignment. Remember, we were informed that for every class there would be an assignment everybody has to do. So she was trying to explain what the assignment entails. However, I'll ask her to send a voice note to the class as regards the assignment. She's going to send a voice note to the group now so that you can get your assignment, and she would also send the assignment directly on the group so that you can yeah. So the assignment will be sent to us on the group, and yeah, every other further information. But the class is actually over. She has concluded what she was concluding. She was only trying to teach how to import an image. And so yeah, so that was when the network went off. So however, just stay tuned on the group. The assignment will be posted for you. She was saying the assignment is going to be quite simple. Thankfully, there's going to be the class is being recorded. So either between this night and by tomorrow morning, the link to the recording will be sent on the group, so you can actually go back to refresh your memory. So please get ready for your assignment with the deadline for submission. Submission has to be before the next class, but we're going to give you a time for, and anyone who exceeds that deadline will just believe you did not it is like I don't know, but you must not exceed the deadline. You have to submit on or before the deadline stated. And yeah, but the recording of this particular class will be posted on the group so that you can go back to refresh your memory. All right. If there's any further question, so please feel free to just ask the question on the group. However, if the question is something that is going to be answered in subsequent classes, we may just ask you to hold on, but please let your questions be related to today's class. So you won't be asking a question for something that you'll be taught on Thursday or on Friday. All right, so please restrict your questions to today's class. All right, so we're going to end the class right now. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful night's rest. And please do well to rehearse, because without rehearsing, without practicing, you would forget everything that was learned. And please do well to also go through the replay. All right. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. Bye.